The WNBA has been out for Caitlin since day one. At first, people said she was a bust. As a lifelong Indiana Fever fan, I have to admit Caitlin Clark is a bust. We should have picked up Angel Reese. Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark. Diana Taurasi mentioned reality is coming.
Reality is coming.
Another Caitlin Clark turnover. Caitlin Clark has been mediocre at best. It's clear there was a level of hate, even jealousy, throughout the WNBA this year. But now Caitlin is just making the WNBA look foolish and they can't stand her. So grab your popcorn because it's about to get real. A lot of people thought that the WNBA was going to be an adjustment for Caitlin, and well, there is truth to that. Not everyone adapts to the league quickly, some never do. But the way Diana Taurasi expressed, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come play with some grown women who have been playing professional basketball for a long time. It seemed like she kind of said it in a way that was like, you're gonna get rocked in your rookie year, hold your horses, take a step back, don't get ahead of yourself. Essentially, it's gonna take some time to adjust. Diana went on to say, it happened to all of us. And though that's true, not all of them are Caitlin. This is also exactly what they said about Victor Wembanyama prior to joining the NBA last year.
We can't, everybody wants this kid and he look like he's great, but you really can't tell until you get to the NBA. I don't agree with all that. I think it's going to be a huge adjustment. But I can't sit here now just because he's killing people over in the Czech Republic that he's going to come over here and dominate. I just don't believe it.
But after Wemby's first year, he became Rookie of the Month 3 times, Rookie of the Year, and had multiple records in the league. He outplayed all-stars and proved everyone wrong. But Caitlin is doing the exact same thing and now players can't stand it. I mean, she just became the Rookie of the Month 3 times herself. And of all people to be telling Caitlin that reality is coming, you're playing against grown women and so on. Now Diana is eating her own words.
Clark off the screen, finds some space, and delivers! It's a triple for Caitlin Clark.
Throughout the entire season, in every single matchup between Caitlin and Diana, Caitlin won every game. The Fever swept the Mercury this year and really made a statement on the latest game. I mean, first of all, Caitlin put up 29 points and 10 assists that game, leading the Fever, while Diana only put up 16 points. As a result, Indiana finally took possession of 3rd place in the Eastern Conference after going back and forth with the Chicago Sky. But even further, the Fever might just have what it takes to make a serious playoff run, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. This is why they can't stand her, because she proved Diana wrong. Caitlin revealed the weakness in this league. Yes, the women in the W are the best in the world. Team USA has won gold every year since 1996. But Caitlin showed that they're not as good as they think they are, and a new wave of young talent is coming. Caitlin came up against the best. They threw everything at her and she broke their records over and over again, exceeding expectations and keeping herself humble through it all. That is screaming louder than every comment by every doubter in the league, because they can't stand that her success looks like they failed. Now back on the Diana conversation, Caitlin also went up against Diana in the WNBA All-Star versus Team USA game, and yet still came out on top. And on a side note, Caitlin recently became the leader of the longest average distance made 3-pointers this season at 28.09 feet, 2 feet ahead of any other player in the league, and under her was Sabrina Ionescu for 2nd at 26.10 feet, and then Diana Taurasi for 3rd at 25.93 feet. So the overall point is Caitlin made Diana Taurasi look foolish. But Diana's not alone in that. In fact, so many people doubted Caitlin this year. Look at what people were saying at the start of the season. Many thought she was overrated. Some people thought that all the hype from her college years would not translate into the WNBA because the WNBA is on another level, and Caitlin wouldn't be able to match the physicality and pace. She wasn't even a consideration for Team USA. And well, we already know what happened with that.
If we had to do it all over again, the way that she's playing, she would be in really high consideration of making the team, because she is playing head and shoulders above a lot of people.
If you want to see more on the conversation between Caitlin and Team USA, check out our video, Caitlin Clark's Revenge on Team USA. Caitlin is clearly outplaying the majority of this league, and you can't stop her. I mean, she recently put up 2 records in the same game against the LA Sparks.
Pulls it down, and this building knows what that means. Comes Clark going the other way. Clark going behind the back. Oh, it's Boston. Clark, step back. Hits a 3.
First getting her 2nd triple-double, becoming the only rookie in WNBA history to do so, and becoming the fastest player to put up 100 3-pointers ever. She's already in a league of her own, and yet people still doubt her. But this is no surprise, since people have been doubting her even prior to the W. For example, when Caitlin broke Lynette Woodard's all-time scoring record in women's college basketball, a lot of people were happy about this. But as for Lynette, she had a different answer.
I don't think my record has been broken because you can't duplicate what you're not duplicating. And so unless you come with a men's basketball and a 2-point shot, hey,
Cheryl Swoops also mentioned the only reason Caitlin broke that record was because she played more games, having an extra year due to COVID.
To me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it.
And you know what? You could probably argue that, but only if you give them another real test. That way you could probably see whether they just got lucky or not. So with that said, let's put Caitlin to the test. Let's jump to the WNBA and put all that on the table all over again. They basically said, Caitlin was a fluke then, so will she be a fluke now? Well, the results are clear. The whole league went hard on Caitlin, double teaming her, hitting her, covering her like it was Game 7, and putting pressure on a rookie like never before. They gave everything they had at her, and yet Caitlin has come out on top. She took a team that started the season 1-8 and not being in the playoffs since 2016 to clinching a playoff spot and bringing her team over 500. On top of that, after the Olympic break, the Fever went on a 9-4 run as of September 15th against Dallas. As mentioned earlier, she's been Rookie of the Month 3 times so far, and just became the first ever WNBA rookie to be named Player of the Month. The way she is dominating the league in her rookie year is just crazy. But hey, she was going to be a fluke, right? What I just mentioned alone can overcome the fluke argument, and I haven't even mentioned her broken records, so let's talk about it. She stands alone with the most single-game assists, and then has the next 4 records set by a rookie. The most assists in an all-star game, the most single-game three-pointers, the most three-pointers in a season. She's the only rookie with a triple-double and currently has 2. Further, the most double-doubles set by a rookie guard, the fastest player to put up 100 three-pointers, currently first in scoring for all rookies. She became the first player in WNBA history to put up 700-plus points, 200-plus rebounds, and 300-plus assists in a regular season. She broke a 26-year-old record for the most assists in a rookie season, passing Tisha Penicheiro in 1998. She now leads the W in single-season assists with 322 assists in 38 games, passing Alyssa Thomas with 316 assists in 40 games in 2023. And last but not least, she also broke an 18-year-old record for the most points in a rookie season, passing Simone Augustus in 2006, and also putting up a career high of 35 points against the Dallas Wings.
Clark, fire away. You bet. Come on. Off the screen. Clark launches. Hits a 3!
Now, if that's not screaming Rookie of the Year, then I don't know what is. Caitlin has even outplayed a lot of all-star players this year. Like, she's 5th in the league for points overall, leads the league in three-pointers made and assists, so I mean she's already above many all-stars on paper. But even compared to some of their rookie seasons. Let's start with Aja Wilson's rookie season in 2018. Caitlin was 1 point behind, though that could change, but still led in assists, steals, and three-pointers. Both all-stars in their rookie season. Next up, Sabrina Ionescu in 2020. Caitlin led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. She's not in three-pointers yet, though that could change by the end of the year. I mean, Sabrina is also a lethal three-point shooter, and Caitlin is fairly close, and to be that close is still impressive. Also, Sabrina was not an all-star in her rookie year. Lastly, Diana Taurasi in 2004. Caitlin clearly takes the win on everything aside from being tied for steals. Diana was also not an all-star in her rookie year. And well, speaking of Sabrina and Diana, Caitlin also passed them on September 6th against the Lynx for an all-time single-season record for the most games with at least 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 made three-pointers. Once again, Caitlin stands alone in WNBA history.